Have you ever thought that the smartest people in a room are not those who have all the answers, but those who ask the best questions? From job interviews to ordering food, from dating to decision making, questions are shaping our lives. And on today's video, I will share 10 the most useful questions that have actually changed my life, and I will walk you through every job and aspect of my life that did help me to become who I am today. And let me actually tell you, who am I? My name is Sergii Chrome Django, and I have been living in the US for the last 16 years. I came here as an exchange student to Montana and North Dakota, where I've spent 5 years of my life. But today, I'm a CEO and a founder of Codemify QA Bootcamp that helps people with no previous tech experience to become tech professionals. So if you will ever think of changing your career to become a tech professional, I'm going to leave one of my videos right there so you could check out my other YouTube channel. Now, let's get to these 10 questions that have shaped my life and possibly could shape yours. When I was working on the farm in 2009, as this guy right here, I got a call from the person who did send me to the US, who did all of the paperwork. And that guy asked me, hey, can you please ask your farmer if he needs more employees like you on his farm? In Ukrainian language, because that's where I am originally from. By that time, I didn't speak English very well, as you could probably imagine. And I've asked him, how can I ask my farmer if he needs more employees on his farm? Because I did not know how to do so. I would probably say, do you need people on farm? That's what I would probably say. And he would probably not get what I'm saying. So that person who sent me to US, he said, okay, just say this. Would you like to hire another person for your farm? And since I've heard that question, I've started using would you like all over the place. Would you like to go for a date? Would you like to go play soccer? Would you like to do something fun tonight? This is a very nice and intelligent way to ask questions. It shows that you have manners. It's not the way that majority of Eastern Europeans will use, because we came from Eastern Europe and we say, do you want to go for a date? Don't say it that way. Say, would you like to go for a date tonight?
Would you like to go out?
Hey, would you like to go?
Would you like to?
Shortly after Montana, I moved to Chicago, where I worked as a waiter in a restaurant, and I did have to ask quite a few questions. A very interesting one that I've learned during those days was, how would you like it to be cooked?
How would you like those cooked? Rare.
And that was quite interesting, and for those who go to restaurants, you know that your meat could be cooked rare, medium, done, or well done, etc. But I've never heard it before. And I have also started applying that question to several different situations, such as whenever you're going to a restaurant or a grocery store, you have to pay for your goods, right? And the cashier can ask you, how would you like to pay? Means Venmo, PayPal, meaning cash, credit card, Apple Pay, etc. Whenever you're working in a tech, you could ask a question, or you could get asked this question, such as, how would you handle this task? Or how would you like to handle this task if it's some more complex or challenging task? And if you are dating someone, or if you're planning to date someone, or you simply want to ask a person, how would you like to spend this weekend, as you are interested maybe in offering something to a person.
How would you like to spend the night?
How would you like to spend tomorrow?
Would you like to spend $2,000?
After I have spent a couple of months in a restaurant, the daughter of the owner of the restaurant came over for the summer, and I was laid off because she needed a space to get a job. Anyways, and I started working as a pizza delivery guy. And when I deliver my pizza, sometimes I would call them and say, hey, where can I find the entrance?
Where can I find ballet?
Where can I find him?
And since then, I've realized that this is also a very popular way of asking questions in different situations. Whenever you want to go to the restroom, you can say, hey, where can I find the restroom? You don't say, where is the restroom? You say, hey, where can I find the restroom? Which sounds a little more nicer. You can say, hey, where can I pay for the course? Or if you are into coffee, you can say, hey, where can I find a good coffee shop nearby? When I worked in Chicago as the pizza delivery guy, I've realized that I'm not making enough money and I gotta find something else. And what I did, I went to work for a moving company, carrying a lot of heavy stuff. And once upon a time, I was gonna carry a couch out of the apartment or into apartment. I did ask my manager, would this couch fit into the door? Which means, hey, isn't it too big, honestly? Because it looks pretty big and I'm not sure if it's going to fit. And that phrase can also be used all over. If you are about to do something that the other person doesn't expect you to, and you want to ask if it's okay, you can say, would this be okay with you? If there is some sort of a problem between you and another person or between you and something else, you can say, would this solve the problem? If you're playing in a team, you can say, hey, would this help our team to win?
Would it be okay if I moved? This couch is uncomfortable.
Would that be okay, Kelly?
Okay, Freddie. Okay, would you stop?
And mainly, whenever you are talking to someone you really enjoy spending time with, you can say, would this look good on me? But whatever is on you right now, it definitely looks good. And now, one of my favorite questions throughout in my entire life that I do enjoy asking every single person. Do you think?
Do you think I can do this?
Do you think this respectful...
Do you think she'll do it?
A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of rich people, a lot of people, celebrities, that you think that they're, oh, you cannot reach out to them. They are willing, especially older generation who have made fortunes, they're willing to share, but no one is asking. So if you ask, do you think this business plan will work? What do you think about this? Do you think if I will head out that way, I would be successful? Asking, do you think, let other people open up their mind and open up their heart and share their thoughts. Mainly, they are simply waiting for you to ask that question. And I did ask it whenever I was thinking if me and one of my coworkers, when I was working for Verizon, as this guy right here, as the QA automation engineer, if we would get a promotion. So I asked him, do you think we're about to get promotions this year? Shortly after I finished my job with Verizon, where I have worked for 3 years, I was looking for a new job. And I was getting interviewed by quite a few startups. During the conversation with one of them, I did talk to a recruiter and she said, how likely would you accept our offer of $125,000 base salary? That was 2016 or something. And that question have also made me think, oh, so this question is about probability or predictions. Pretty much, what are the chances of me accepting an offer that they are about to give me? And this can be applicable to multiple situations.
How likely is that?
How likely is she to let some idiot?
How likely is that?
Whenever you are managing someone or whenever someone is managing you and something have happened that was not supposed to, you could ask question, how likely is this to happen again? Such as, do we think it's actually going to happen again? And if you're proposing someone, you can ask her friend or his friend, how likely is he or she to say yes? After I came back from an interview, a friend of mine who I lived with did ask me,
How did it go?
How'd it go?
How'd it go?
meaning how did the actual interview go, if it was good or bad. But that person could also ask me, how did it end up? Meaning, hey, what was the conclusion or what was the result of your interview? And how did can be used pretty much all over the place. How did you get this job if you think that the other person had no chances of getting a job? And actually my friends, quite a few of my friends, did ask me a question when I got my QA lead or manager position for the first time. How did you end up getting a manager's position? Which means that how come you were able to get that position? You were just an engineer and now you're a manager. So if you want to learn how people did something and you did not, just ask them, how did you do that? And if we remove one single word from how did something happen, you will get completely different question, because how did it happen or how did it work out sounds like, hey, I know you did it, but how exactly did it go? If you remove how and you say, did you get a job offer? That's the straight and a direct question that Eastern Europeans will like, because we are very direct. We ask questions directly. So, did you get a job offer? Did you enjoy that trip? Did you make an offer?
Did you find it?
Did you get Emma? Did you get Emma? Did you get it?
So the question, how did you, I actually like a little bit more than this one without word how. Did you? Because when you're asking did you, you're asking, hey, did you actually get that done? Did you get a job offer? Did you enjoy the trip? But if you add how to your question and ask, how did you enjoy your trip? Not did you enjoy your trip? Because if you ask person directly, did you enjoy the trip? Then the person can say, yeah, I did. Pretty much. But if you ask, how did you enjoy your trip? The other person would have to think, oh, so you're asking me about my feelings, about what I actually felt during the trip. Oh, it was an amazing trip. We did stop by canyon and we saw wild animals and it was amazing. So you're asking me more about my emotions, not about yes, no answer. And you can ask it in quite a few ways. Not only you, but did they call you back? Did she reach out to you? Did I do a good job today?
How'd they get there?
Now, let's leave the word how and remove the rest. How big? How long? How much? How was? How were? All of these words can help you to build a lot of questions, such as if you go for a concert, for a musical concert for example, and you come back home, your fiance could ask you, hey, how big was the crowd? Meaning, how many people were there during a concert? If you did just finish a project that you've been working on for a while, someone could ask you, hey, how long did it take you to do that? And you are excited, you're asking, you are letting the person know that, oh wow, you did an amazing job. How long did it take you to get that exciting project done? How much could be used whenever you go to the restaurant or you ask someone about a price? How much did it cost? How much does it cost? How much time did it take you to finish the same project you've been working on? If one of your friends just came back from the trip, just like me on Hawaii, you could ask, how was your trip? How was the food? How did you like hotels?
How was your trip?
How did you like Nepal?
How did you get a girl like that?
Alright, and now the most important question that you guys should ask yourself every time you watch a YouTube video like this one. How much did I actually enjoy it? And if you did, hit the like button below, subscribe to our channel, and also leave a comment right below this video. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.